everyone, and welcome to Always Tell Me the Odds, a Star Wars Unlimited podcast. I am Magnus, and with me, as usual, is Marcus. How are you today, Marcus?
Hello. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you had some problem with your knee, right?
Yeah, I did. I did stuff that was not Star Wars Unlimited related and got injured.
Yeah.
I destroyed my knee during climbing, so I'm on crouches now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you don't need your knee to play Star Wars Unlimited.
That's true.
At least, so
That's true.
you can keep on playing as much as usual.
I think I will be playing more now, actually, since I can't run and climb and stuff. So now I can only sit in a chair, which is like, play Star Wars Unlimited.
Yeah. We of course hope that you will be better as soon as possible.
Thank you.
In your knee. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Oh, what have you been up to in the last week?
So we have done some exciting stuff, you and me, actually. But I can say, actually, today I made a deal with one of the players in our local group that I will actually buy my first showcase.
Yeah, that's
the thing I said that when I started playing Star Wars Unlimited. I will never buy a showcase. Why would I do that? And now I have one.
It's a big step, and when you've bought your first,
I know
it's a smaller steps
Yeah.
to the second one.
I'm already thinking about the second one because since I've been the one I bought now is the new Rey leader from Legends of the Force, and now I'm actually thinking about buying the showcase for the old Rey from Shadows because I've been playing her so much. So I was like, well, why not have that as a memory when they rotate her out? So. But we'll
it's
see.
A slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope, and then there will probably be more leaders coming up. So
probably more race in the future.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, that feels kind of fun actually, and it was a good price and so on, so it's good. But also it's been a pretty exciting weekend for us in the Star Wars Unlimited community. So we met up on Saturday, actually, you and me and who was it? 11 more people.
Yeah, we were 13.
13 people.
13 people in our local group who met up at one of our friends who has a big, a barn that is converted into like a cool space to hang out and
There was
so we could all play games there for the day, and of course we did watch. We had the Galactic's stream on, and we watched a lot of games as well in between our own playing and while we played, and
that was great. So it was actually 2 screens with the Galactics on, which was really nice. Yeah. So we met up at early afternoon, like at 2 p.m. or so, and we started to play some Premier decks against each other and so on, and. And we played some Twin Suns. That's a lot of Twin Suns, actually, which was hilarious as always.
We did. It's a super fun format. So if you haven't tried it yet, you should try it.
You should absolutely try it for sure. And you should also. So we have talked about this in a number of episodes back. If you haven't listened to them, you can. And you don't know if you haven't tried Twin Suns, you could go back and listen to those episodes because it's a amazing format. Both you and me loves that format.
And it only gets better and bigger with every set that is released.
I agree.
I am on trying out to see if I can make a nice Force deck in Twin Suns that has a Force base and tries out Force. So some of the players on Saturday did actually already have a Force decks. So I think that's a really nice addition to the Twin Suns.
I think we started one of Twin Suns quite late, and I think we finished after midnight or something. That one was hilarious. It so much showed what Twin Suns is. There's we are playing and we're having fun, and then when you come to the end, nobody dare to do anything, because if I attack there, you will kill that, but if you do that, you can restore that. And so it's all the thinking. So we kind of thought it was like, yes, ban all bases that does not have 30 HP because it's so hard to calculate in the end. But it also makes the game so much fun. It was a lot of laughter when we played that because it was going out of hand. Actually, you had one match where all the bases had different HP.
Yeah, that was really annoying to calculate every turn how much people had left on their bases.
Yeah, you just gave in.
We had 125, 125, 128, 130, and 133. So it was really annoying when calculating every turn. Like,
I mean,
in the end, you really need to have a good overview of like how much there is on every base, because you don't want to accidentally attack a base and then the next player kills that player.
Yeah.
So,
and also you have the grounded space you need to keep track of, and it's like there's so much going on. I love it. It's so much fun.
We actually did play another game after you left. So we
you did
play until I think I was home at 3 in the morning, I think.
Yeah.
So it was an amazing day, actually.
It was. And we also so we played that, and we ordered in pizza, and we had beer and stuff like that. But we also did another thing, which was kind of the main thing we had there, except for watching the Galactics. But we also made a chaos draft, which was a lot of fun. So we had 3 display boxes, one from Legends of the Force, one Jump to Lightspeed, and one Twilight of the Republic. And we were 13 players who divided that and made a draft. And then we had also some packs left for prizes. So we had a pretty good prize board, actually, for all players got something.
Was great.
Yeah. And I had made 3 cards, like special unique cards that the top 3 got. The first one was Darth Helmet. So it was the Darth Vader from, was it Spark of the Rebellion, I think, that I have changed a little bit. So it was the Darth Helmet from Spaceballs.
Dark Helmet.
Dark Helmet it is. Yeah. And then second and third place, they got my own made showcases of Previsla and what were her called? What is her name again?
The
one with pink hair. Holdo.
That's the name.
So I hope they put them into frames.
Homemade showcases. That was quite fun.
Perfect. It was a great evening. So
it was.
Yeah.
It was really fun to chaos draft. It's quite difficult, I'd say, but interesting at least. I had quite a tough time because I ended up with only blue heroes leaders, so I was locked into blue like from the start. And we also, because we were we were 13 people, and we all just wanted to have a fun time and like not maybe do the most effective draft pods. So we actually did a huge 13 player draft pod. So you couldn't, like, when you opened a pack, you knew that you'll get like the last card of that pack,
the best and the worst card in the pack
too. So it was quite difficult to draft, but it was very, very fun to do.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What did you play? You played
I played one of your favorites, the blue Obi-Wan. Yes.
That was so annoying
with the green base.
Now I understand your thoughts when you play against me.
And you played. So I went hero and you went villainy.
Yeah, I played third sister again. I've done that quite a lot now.
I really like all the limited formats, and that's kind of one of the like bonuses for me, because I only collect the villainy cards. Otherwise, I only play villainy leaders in Premiere. But in draft or sealed, I just I try to make the best deck. So if it's a heroic leader, I'll pick that. So that's quite fun. So I get to play with those leaders as well.
I mean, the same for me. I actually try to play villainy, since I don't do that on Premiere. I try to play villainy and drafts, just to get to know those cards a little bit more and try those out. And actually, I've been playing, like when I played Martha Talsin, I was I was regretting a little bit that I only play Hero, because she was a lot of fun to play. Yeah.
But so we can really recommend doing something similar if you have a group of friends and that if you don't want to, or you don't have the possibility to go to like a big tournament like Galactics, it's really nice to just be with your friends and play some games and actually watch the games together and commentate on the games. It's like a sports event, but for us like card players,
card nerds,
and I really like.
It was a lot of fun, and also in between we watched the matches and we talked about them, and it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot actually, because a lot of you, the others there, are very experienced in card games, and so just listen to you how you reasoned during the matches was very helpful for me. I learned a lot. We need to see if it sticks in my mind, but at least I learned something there. So
and we did play some premiere games as well.
Yeah, we did. And I actually won some games. I was a little bit surprised by that. So I kind of I think I found my deck.
Getting more comfortable with your Ray deck.
Yeah, I am. I actually think I've found a deck there that it's fun to play, and I think it works fairly well. There are some matchups that are hard for it, but I think I got a it feels pretty good. I think that's also why I bought the showcase now. But we'll see.
We'll see. But it's always fun when you start like actually winning games with a deck you've kind of like built or tried out yourself for a while. So
I actually also I've been Googling a little bit to try to find a deck for the new Ray, the Legends of the Force Ray, but I haven't found any deck. I found one deck online. I don't remember who it was, but it was on YouTube somewhere, and I took that and I've changed it quite a lot actually. So it's kind of my own deck because I haven't found anyone else made one. I don't know if it's a good sign, but
that's really fun.
Yeah, but I bet if I play like 300 games with it, and I really get to know it, so probably might be good. I don't know. Well,
and I mean, you with like an underdog leader, you always have the advantage of like people not really knowing what you're playing, which cards, and what your plan is, and that can also be quite an edge sometimes.
Yeah,
actually.
I mean, I think so, but I like underdogs, so why not? But I'm a little bit worried now because all the talk about banning the force throw, because it's pretty crucial in the deck. But hey, c'est la vie. If they ban it, I'll need to find something else for sure.
It's going to be very interesting to see if they make any changes. I'm not. This is probably the first time. I mean, of course, Django was a problem.
Yeah, that was a huge problem.
Most people thought that Django was a problem, I think. Yeah. But I really think Chiarimundi, the new forecast for draw 2 cards if you have spend the force, is too good. It's not fun in a game where there is discard, like cards that discard from your opponent, or force throw. You can just throw your own cards because you're gonna get so many more cards in the game because of that single
and
unit.
Also,
and
I agree on that, because when I saw that unit first and everybody was like, oh my god, this is so good, and I was like, well, no, not really. I couldn't really use it, but now when I played with it a little bit, I was like, okay, I get it. I get why it's so good. It's the same thing. I mean, it's not the same thing, but another card that I do kind of the same is Night Sister. She's a 2-drop. You get that out like directly, and then you just kill it against something else, and you can draw a card. And I realized how good that was, and then I realized how insanely good Chiarimundi is, because the card draw is really good. So
I mean, there is so much more things on Chiarimundi than if you compare with the Night Sister. Night Sister is when defeated, so you don't get the card right away. And sometimes you can't defeat there is no units to attack, or maybe your opponent plays no glory, only results on the unit, and gets to draw the card himself or herself. And like, so
of course
there's so many things about
Kiadimundi
that makes the card a bit too good, I think.
I mean,
I think a mistake. He should have been like a 1-4 or maybe like a 2-2 or something like that. They wanted.
I just meant that the Night Sister actually made me realize how good Kiadimundi is, because Kiadimundi is like insanely good compared to Night Sister.
Because the Night Sister is also.
It's a really good first drop, because if I get her out and I can attack the second turn and kill her, I can draw a card and I get the force. So the third, like when I have 3 resources, then I can do something with the force. It's like it's a really good first play.
The Night Sister is a good card, but Kiadimundi is
insanely good.
Too good.
Yeah. All right.
Enough about that. We'll see. Yep.
Should we maybe go into the topic for today?
Yes, of course.
The Galactics.
Yes,
the Galactic.
Yeah, we need. Of course, we need. This is the biggest event of the year in Star Wars Unlimited, so we have to talk about it. Even if we, unfortunately, none of us was there.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing, and I hope sometime in the future we might be able to go.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe not next year, because they did announce that it's going to be at the same spot. So if you don't know, it was in Las Vegas in the States.
US,
it's going to be there at the same hotel, I think, the Venetian. Even next year. So I guess they really liked the venue.
I wonder if that will be the thing, or if they will move it around, like 1 year in London, for instance, or Paris or something, or like, I don't know. It will be interesting to see where they take it, for sure.
I do hope that they actually do maybe like 2 years in USA, and then like 1 in Europe, and then maybe in Asia as well, depending on if the game gets bigger there as well. But I think they should, because we have a lot of players in Europe as well. So it would be nice to at least, maybe not each other year, but like every third year maybe, or something like that. If they
2 years in US, 1 year in Europe, and like 2 years in US.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah.
I don't really know. I guess here, but is it that there are like twice as many players in US than in Europe? Then that would make sense. 2 years in US, 1 year in Europe, and so on.
I mean, the company is based there. It's easier for them, of course, to organize it there. So I think that's the main reason it's in.
I mean, we see that also with when I've talked about TwitchCon before, because TwitchCon is in US, and Twitch is a US based company, so of course it is there. But they started to have it in Europe, but it's not as big and it's not as like fancy. Which is, of course, I understand that, and so, but we'll see where they take it. But it was in Las Vegas this year, actually, and we should also should we congratulate the winner?
We should.
It's his name is Filip Skutlarek. I think I pronounce his last name right, but Filip Skutlarek, and he's a European, which I thought was like fun.
He's also probably known by many as Beton.
Beton, or something like that.
That's his nickname online, and he's like probably quite like in competitive Star Wars Unlimited, a well-known great player. So
that's cool.
A big congratulations to him.
Must be amazing to be the first Galactic winner ever in the game.
It really takes a lot to win as many games as he did in 2 full days of playing, or maybe 3. I don't know. I think he was. I'm not sure about this, but I would guess that he was.
He started day 2.
But he went straight on to day 2. I don't think he played day 1, but I'm not sure. So either way, it's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games.
Play. So big congratulations to him.
Absolutely.
And he did win with the Mother Talcin Red Force base. A fun deck to play. I haven't played like the exact same deck, but I have played the the base and the combination, and it's very fun to play that deck. Right. I can say.
I only played her in a draft, so
yeah,
I can't say anything about it.
Yeah,
and I haven't met her either. I don't think there's any of ours in the local group playing her, so I haven't met her.
I mean, we have the decks, but maybe we haven't brought them, that deck out when playing.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
how does the Galactic work now? So I mean, we are our podcast where we talk a lot about how it is to be a newcomer into the game or into TCGs and so on, but we also talk about the competitive side of it, because you are very competitive and you have been playing competitive TCGs for a long time, and I am also going to tournaments and PQs and so on, and we have said this before, but it is an amazing thing to do. Even if you are a little bit more of a casual player, going to a tournament is a lot of fun, because you can see the variety of the games. You can meet the people that are actually really good at the game, and you learn a lot. And it's the camaraderie in the group is like in this community. It's amazing, actually. It's I'm a little bit surprised how awesome it is, to be honest. So that's why why we need to talk about this, because it is the biggest event in Star Wars Unlimited. So we need to talk about it. But how does it work, actually? Because it's a little bit different from the PQs and the SQs and RQs, because then the PQs is planetary qualifiers, the SQ is sectional sector qualifiers, and the RQ is regional qualifiers. And for those, you can just sign up and go and play, but it will be a little bit different with the Galactic Championship, right?
Yeah. So, but this year it was like if you won a PQ or higher, or maybe like I think the top 8 in the regional qualifiers did get a bye on day 1 this year, but because it was an open tournament this year, so anyone could sign up. They had for day 1 they had 2,058 spots. So as long as they didn't like run out of spots, anyone could sign up and play. It ended up with 1,958 players on the day on day 1. I'm not sure if they did sell out, and maybe like it's about like 5%.
Yeah. That got ill or something.
That got ill, or like maybe you never know.
You never know.
But it doesn't matter. So that's a lot of players. Amazing to bring almost 2,000 players to one tournament.
But it's also, if you think about it, 1,958. They have 2,048 space or like tickets to sell. Yeah. It's almost sold out.
Yeah, we can count it as sold out.
Sold out for sure.
Could be people got sick or couldn't make it, or So 2,000 players on day 1. You played 8 rounds of Swiss. If you got 3 points for a win and 1 point for a what's it called, a tie, a draw. And if you got to 15 points, or was it 6? Let's see, 18 points. Sorry, 18 points.
Right.
Yeah, if you got 18 points, so if you got 6 wins or 5 wins and 3 draws, then you were qualified for day 2.
No, so automatically.
So if you won your 6 first games, you didn't have to play the last 2, because the it didn't matter how many games you won. After the 6 wins on day 1, they like did a new tournament from day 2 and on. So day 2, then you had quite a lot of players that were pre-qualified. So as I said, all the PQ winners and like the top 8s of regional qualifiers and such, they all got a bye, so they didn't have to play day 1. They started on day 2. So in total, like both people who were pre-qualified and the players who got a 6 wins or better from day 1, that was 565 players on day 2.
Still a big tournament.
Yeah, so we can call like the day 2 and 3
Yeah.
were combined as one tournament. So they started again with doing 8 rounds of Swiss on day 2, and the same thing there. If you had a 18 points from day 2, I think you got to play on day 3. But this time, it actually your record was like still counted. So if you won 6 games and lost 3, that still counted on your chances to getting into the top 8. Because then on day 3 they played 3 more rounds of Swiss, and then the top players went into a top 8. Okay, we had to pause the recording there. So, but now we're back. Okay, so where was I? I think I was talking about
top 8.
Day 2, day 3, and top 8. So 3 rounds of Swiss day 3, and you add all your record from like day 2 and 3, and the top 8 went. The top 8 players went into a top 8 bracket.
Yep.
A single elimination top 8, as we usually have in this game.
Yeah. I mean,
I was saying, like, if you lost 3 games on day 1 or day 2, you did move on to day 3, but you probably had to, like, I don't even know if you had the possibility to get into top 8 then.
Yeah.
But you could still like get a higher spot and win, like get more prizes and such.
Yeah.
I'd say. So
so it's like the tournaments, how they look like in PQs and stuff, just bigger. And the regionals do something similar. Yeah.
So we got a top 8.
It was a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, quite would say quite varied top 8.
Yeah.
We had 2 Han Solo. Han 2 blue.
Yeah.
We had 1 of the GTL Han Solo with the red base. We had one GTL Vader, the pilot Vader, with the yellow base. We had 2 Kylo with Tarkin Town
from the new set,
and we
Legends.
had a Quinlan Voss from Twilight with the red base, and we of course had the winner. Mother Talcin with the red base.
Yeah.
So quite varied.
Yeah.
The thing that stands out that's quite fun is that there is no leader from the first set from Spark.
Rebellion. Yeah.
Which, I mean,
but all others, I think we talked a little bit about it before we started here, where there are leaders from all sets except for Spark Rebellion, and I think that's very interesting. And you had
I think that's it.
You knew where the best leader from Spark Rebellion were, like 13.
Yes,
13.
So it's quite fun, because it's a 13th place. We had a Emperor Palpatine with a yellow base.
Your favorite,
like my favorite deck. And I mean, he probably was just outside. Of going on to the top 8.
To the top 8,
yeah, he had a 9-2 record. So
so many,
and that didn't get him into the top 8. So
I can't even, when you say that you had like 9-2, that's 11 games, and it's like, if I'm thinking playing 11 games, Star Wars Unlimited in one roll, it's like, my God. Oh, it's not in one roll, but it's like, it's so many games. I would be so tired.
It is.
Yeah, but it's a cool top 8. I think what I enjoyed a lot to see here was that there were 2 things that stood out for me. The one was the Han Solo from the Jump to Lightspeed, the pilot Han Solo, because I think I haven't seen that around very much. So I think that's a cool thing that it came in there. It's a little bit of an outlier for me. And also I think it's kind of cool to take the old Quinlan Voss that was pretty good in the last set and just come into top 8 with that, like basically the same deck. I think that was cool to see, for sure.
I just saw another fun fact for me. The next Spark of Rebellion leader is actually a Iden Versio with
that's your other.
Data Vault on 18th place.
So both of your lists were top 20 then. Your Palpatine Yellow and your Iden Data Vault.
Yeah. And,
I looked into looked into a little bit if there were any rays. There were not. Like at all. I think I found one.
First ray, right?
The first ray were some there in there, but like way down. So it's not top 64. But I couldn't see a single deck with a new ray. I might have chosen the wrong leader to play here, but I'm committed.
You have chosen a very underdog leader.
I have. Yeah,
we'll see.
It could be a good thing. I think we can talk about that like further on, this underdog thing and how, since I'm a new player, why do I go with that and so on. I think but that will be an episode in the future, I think.
Yes, and I think the Kylo Tarkin Town deck looks really fun, and probably was the deck that like most people didn't really know about, me included, of course. I hadn't like checked that out before, so they did talk about it on the stream. Like they were a team that had like brewed up that deck together, and a lot of them took it to Galactics, and you can see that in like the top 11 there is 4 Kylo Tarkin Town, actually. I'm not sure if it's the exact same deck, but it could be. I think the 2 in top 8 is the exact same deck. They had some difference in the sideboard cards, but in the main, I think they had the same cards. So that's really fun that like a group of players can get together and like try out and find this like deck that works really well in the meta, and
it also shows how important it is to try decks out and try to like different matchups, and if you want to like be super good with a deck, for sure. But it's also interesting because there are 4 Kylos in the top 11, as you said, but then if I scroll down, it's way down. The next Kylo is on place 37, so it's like, I mean, way down is 2,000 players, but it's like there's a lot of players. There's a lot of other leaders around also, like Anakin and Sabine and Boba Fett, the old Kylo and Gar Saxon and so on. So there's
Cad Bane is also a few Cad Banes,
so on. Actually, I just saw that, and it also is like a Suda. I think that's cool.
Yasuda, yes, and Gar Saxon, of course, is a good.
So it was a good variety. I'm glad that we came out of this like 98% Django.
It felt like
it's cool.
A good variety.
Yeah, it did. So it was a lot of fun to watch, actually, because you could see a lot of different ones, and it was like, so cool. So what do you think about the stream and stuff there? Because they streamed all of it on FSG's YouTube channel.
I think it was really well done. Most like all the commentary was really good.
They were really good.
And like most of the stream was really nice. The only thing, and a lot of us commented on that, is that like the actual table stream was a small square in the middle of the screen. They could have made that a lot bigger, so you saw the actual gameplay much better. But I was really impressed that they did have like a list. They tried to update like on the sides of the stream. They did update what cards they had in hand, both players, all the time. They tried to update that as good as they could.
So maybe we should say that like on the stream they had like the table was in the middle, and then on both sides, so right and left to that, they had a list of the cards that the players had on hand, and then on top of that, so in the top corners, they had a face cam on the players, and in the bottom they had the HP counting. But I also think that list was very good, and I think they were really good at updating that, actually, because they also put up, like when they picked up cards, they put up also the 2 cards that they picked up, and then they took away the one they resourced, and I think that was a really good thing.
It was really nice. So you can actually see, if you were quite fast, at least you can see what card they resourced it as well.
And then they also use that surface sometimes to pick up a card, to show a card that the commentators talked about, which is good for me because I don't know all the cards. So it's sometimes they would, So it was good.
So all in all, it was good. Another thing we actually did miss was there were no clock, like
time.
The time on the game. That would have been really nice because there were a few games that took a long time, and you started to wonder, like, oh, will they have enough time to play another game? And so it would be nice to have
that would be really nice.
The time in the round as well. But
maybe
that was too hard for them to manage.
Maybe. I mean, it's like, I don't know, because when you maybe. But I think the main thing was they could make the table a little bit bigger. So the card list on the side, they could have made that a little bit smaller maybe. And also the health counting, because that was pretty big. And also the clock. I think those two things are I wish they have done that. Or I wish they do that a little bit better next time. But as you say, overall, it was a really good stream. High quality, and it was a lot of fun to watch, for sure. So...
Very, very much, and for us, the other problem was because there is such a big time difference between us and
it was late,
and West Coast in America. It was very late, but that's how it is. They can't really change that.
That's hard for them to change. For sure.
Yeah, that's I mean, they can't start too early. It's not good for the players. And I mean, I think they started early enough and tried to make that as.
And I actually think that when it comes to that, I actually think you should start when it's good for the players, because then you get the best sports going on there. Because I know there are some, like when it's Olympics and stuff, or World Championship in football or something, or soccer and football. Sometimes they move the start times because the TV broadcasting will be better. It's like, that's stupid. It's like, you should do it for the sport.
Because they need to make money on those.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's better. It's the sports.
I agree.
Should be that. But also, there was one thing. They said the wrong thing all the time on stream when they had the Han Solo jump to light speed. They said, "Oh, never tell me the odds, Han Solo, with talking time." It's like, it's always tell me the odds. Always.
Of course.
It's like,
that is yeah. So good stream. We could also bring up the fact that next year, as we said, Galactic is going to be in the same spot. However, next year it's not open for anyone. It's invitational only.
So this was our chance. Now we're done.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's hard to go either way. But if you manage to qualify, it's gonna be sad not to be able to go if that's the case. But we'll see. So we can go through it quite quickly. They did make show on their on site, like there's going to be 510 PQs next season, 9 sector qualifiers, 3 regional qualifiers, and then 1 Galactic.
And then you get points for
you
those.
Get points.
So to be qualified to go to the Galactic Championship, you need 100 points, and you get different points depending on if you are like the championship of the PQ, for instance. You get 100 points. If you win a PQ, then you will go automatically to the Galactics, and then you get something for being a finalist, something for top 8, top 16, and so on, depending on how big the tournament is. And also,
it's worth to notice as well, like if you go top 8 in a sector qualifier, you're qualified as well, and the same thing with the regional qualifier. So,
and also you said something about even if you get qualified and get 100 points for winning a PQ, for instance, there's a reason why you should keep playing and get more points, because there were some...
they did mention that you're gonna get some prizes depending on how many points you've collected during the year. So it's so that could be really nice. We don't really know what you're getting, but they did say that there is a big point of getting like a lot more points than just being able to qualify.
Yeah.
Because you are going to get prizes for it.
Yeah.
So that's good. This is a good thing for the competitive players to have something to do to work.
Yeah,
work
I think
for.
so too. So I will try to go to 100 PQs and get top 8 on those. So I get 1,500 points. Yeah. So it will be super hard to qualify, of course, and go to the Galactics. But I still think it's I will not stop going to the competitions, because I think it's even if I don't even have a close to an illusion that I could ever go to a Galactic, be qualified to that. But I will go to 2 PQs at least this year, or this autumn, because it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the PQ in Copenhagen. I was really sad that we couldn't go to one in the last set. So, but we'll go to 2 ones this time. So.
I would imagine. I didn't hear anything about it, but I would be it would be strange if there weren't other like tournaments and such at the Galactics as well, because I think they want to draw a lot of people, probably as much people as they did this year. Like they want there to be about 2,000 people at Galactics, so
make it a big event.
My guess would be maybe they even do like a PQ at the Galactics next time or something like that, so you can earn points for next season or something like that.
And also they had a
lot of the side events and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. And also they had this Galactic Open this year, right? Yeah. I think so. Which were Galactic Open. It's open, so that might be a thing that you can actually sign up to go to the Open and play that. And just the Galactic Championship is for the ones who actually. Qualify
because even if you don't qualify for the big tournament, to go to an event like this is usually a very fun like something you should if you can. It's
a cool experience,
probably a very cool and fun experience.
I think so too. And I really hope that I can go with to the regionals with you next time. That will be a lot of fun.
That would be fun if we can travel together to a regional or a sector in Europe somewhere. I'm holding my thumbs, or like hoping that maybe Denmark could get a I don't think Sweden will get a like sector, but Denmark
Copenhagen,
could, because Copenhagen, because Denmark is quite easy to get to, and Copenhagen is a big city, so
it is.
Could be a peak. If we were lucky, there could be a sector in Copenhagen. We can hope so.
I also think that Copenhagen is fairly well priced when it comes to like hotels,
accommodations and such.
If you compare that, for instance, Paris, which is insanely expensive, or I've been on TwitchCon in Amsterdam, it's super expensive when there are bigger events. But it would be cool. Copenhagen for a regional. Let's
make it happen for Fantasy Flight. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Okay, so maybe we should
wrap this up.
And I think so.
Yeah, and as always, we always want to know the odds in this podcast. And today I have a question for you, Magnus. And there have been a lot of talk about this force throw card and before the Galactic, also during it. But there is also another card that is a force event that is really powerful, which is Force Lightning. And you are allowed to have 3 Force Lightning in your deck. So my question to you is, what is the odds to be hit by lightning 3 times? Not Force Lightning then, but just lightning. If you're outside, what are the odds for you being hit by lightning 3 times?
3 times in like a lifetime then? Like one person lifetime. Getting hit by...
Yeah, in a lifetime.
Oof, that's gonna be... is it a 1 in question, I guess? Okay, so... I mean... has that even happened? So
Yeah,
if
it
that
has.
has happened, how many people could that have happened to?
I was
It can't be a lot.
I was surprised how
Oh.
many people have been hit by the lightning twice, and it have
Yeah,
happened
okay.
3 and 4 times.
So let's say like 1 in 100 billion.
That is not too far off, actually. So the odds for being hit once is 1 in 10,000, and these numbers they differ, of course, a little bit depending where you live on Earth.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But those numbers are for where we live about. So 1 in 10,000 for one time. So for being hit 3 times, it's at 1 in 1,000 billion. So that's 1 times 10
1,000 billion. Okay,
1,000 billion. So you weren't too off, but it's such a low risk, and still there are people getting hit by lightning 3 and 4 times. What I've seen.
Such unlucky people.
Crazy. Yeah.
I mean, unless they seek it out, I guess. But
I mean, yeah, those people were not seeking it out for sure. But yeah. So, but they live in places also where there's a lot of lightning storms and so on. So
yeah,
maybe of course the risk is higher then. So
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we let you all go, we don't forget we have a Discord. You can join. There's a link in the description. We've also put our episodes on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky. And you can also find both me and Marcus on the Swedish and international Discord as Dragonfly and Falloin. And thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.